This budget should focus on raising resources. Money has come into stock market like never before. The longer term support to the market will come if we create accelerated growth in GDP. Invite ethical hacking on your tax loopholes. I'm sure your tax to GDP ratio will go up by 1%.
Friends, more than budget, people are now curious to know more and more about what is happening in the stock markets. And we have a very special guest today, Mr. Nilesh Shah, who is Group President and Managing Director of Kotak Mahindra Asset Management Company. And he's also a member of Prime Ministerial Advisory, Economic Advisory Committee, PMEAC. Nilesh, hi, thank you for your time. Everyone is asking one basic question to you these days. Why is market so high?
Between FPI and retail investors, money has come into stock market like never before. The corporate profitability for September quarter was 35% higher than previous year, despite 8% drop in sales. So I will say this unexpected recovery in market beyond everyone's expectation has happened because retail and FPI buying has been strong, improving economic activity and decreasing active cases are improving sentiments, supporting sentiments, and most importantly, corporate results are way above market's expectations.
What are your 2 or 3 points, a positive and negative, that will be announced in budget, which will impact the market either positively or negatively? What would you expect them to do?
The longer term support to the market will come if we create accelerated growth in GDP. This budget should focus on raising resources. The raising of resources should happen without raising taxes because our tax rates are already at higher level. Second, we should spend money to support those sectors of economy which has been hit hard by COVID-19. Traveling, tourism, hotel, retailing, MSME, bottom of pyramid people. This sets of people needs to be supported. And in the world where everyone is spending money, by raising fiscal deficit, we should send a message of fiscal prudence.
Raising of resource via innovative ways, track record has been very poor. And then they end up only looking at tax, and they are very tax hungry kind of governments we always see.
Fortunately for us, India has many ways of raising resources. We have sent more money abroad in import of gold than what we have received by way of foreign direct investment or foreign portfolio investment. World Gold Council estimates that there is 25,000 tons of gold in India. My feeling is that it is far more. But this entire gold is stuck in Tijori. It's not in white economy. If we raise a gold amnesty scheme, which is attractively structured, which gives confidence to taxpayers that they will not be harassed if they disclose, if it's marketed well by jewelers, this can result into a scenario where government gets taxes and businessmen gets equity in their balance sheet. This can create a very, very positive momentum of growth. This will become Atmanirbhar Bharat because instead of depending upon foreigners' savings, we will be utilizing our own savings to create our own growth. Similarly, we have lots of assets in government which can be monetized. Railway is sitting on surplus land. Defense is sitting on prime land in many cities. Now, if we monetize these assets in today's world where people are searching for yield, I'm sure we will be able to raise a lot of money.
What is your prediction for the next 1 year?
The kind of return which we saw in last 9 months, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't see market going up 100% in next 9 months like previous 9 months. This market is discounting future positively, and the return over next 9 months, 12 months will be certainly less than previous 9 or 12 months.
What needs to be done to really fulfill these hopes?
A lot of positive momentum has been generated in economy. Your GST collection for 3 months is above 1 lakh crore and highest ever at 1,15,000 for December. There are 2 things which we need to do apart from many other things which we are doing. One, construction sector, and second, global supply chain management. Over the years, real estate has declined. We need to boost household investments in real estate. Affordability of housing has improved from 50 in 2012 to 27 in 2020. Interest on housing loan is at lifetime low of 6.75%. Stamp duty concessions are being given by many state governments. Now, if I give some tax concession on housing interest loan or housing principal repayment, all those things put together can ensure that housing, real estate, and construction starts adding 1% to India's GDP after maybe 2-3 years. The second thing which is opening up for India is global supply chain management. Companies want to move out of China. They have choice to go all over the world. Some of them can come to India. We can bring mobile phones, electronics, textiles, auto components, automobiles out of China to India with this production-linked incentive scheme. If this scheme, which is structured so well, is executed well on the ground, it can add another 1% to India's GDP. These two schemes, construction and PLI, can add 2% after a couple of years. And that's how we will go into double digit beyond FY22.
Bad habits like gambling, like betting and gaming, and there are other ways to generate black money. Why should government legalize all of this?
That today all these activities are under the ground supporting criminals. Why not make them responsible industry like a tobacco industry? We know smoking cigarette is injurious to health, but after appropriate warning, we have made tobacco industry responsible industry contributing 25-30,000 crore to our exchequer. Same way we can convert betting, gambling kind of activity from underground criminal activities to responsible industry. Please put responsibility on those industry that you should not encourage leveraging in gambling and betting. You need to ensure that people who are capable only are gambling and betting. By doing this, Indians which are going to Las Vegas, Atlantis, Macau, Nepal, Singapore for gambling will do that in India. We will create jobs, we will create employment, we'll create growth, we will raise taxes. We can actually then think of other people coming to India and doing gambling and betting.
1 crore new investors have joined the market. Is that true? And how is their investment behavior you are perceiving?
They are in a market which is quite slippery, and yet they have betted with a supreme confidence. They are mostly buying quality stocks. They are mostly doing investments rather than trading. The leverage positions is very much within the control. And they have done a fantastic job in getting invested into the market, which was fairly attractive during the first quarter of this financial year.
So what are the risks they should watch out for?
The risk is of leverage. Leverage is, two-way sword. So my recommendation to young people will be buy quality, don't leverage, and be an investor rather than trader.
How do you differentiate between low quality and high quality?
Quality will always come at a premium, but in momentum, people will end up chasing low quality stocks, and that's when markets will be heated. You have to buy businesses whose return on equity over a couple of years is more than cost of capital. Try to invest in companies where promoters are honest. They're working hard for the betterment of the company and not just keeping spoil with them. And they're working in a manner where return on equity of a business is higher than the cost of capital of a business.